£67,000. That's how much state pension a UK pensioner could lose over retirement by not checking one single payment table, the one HMRC just updated for May 2026. Margaret didn't check hers. She's 67, lives in Wolverhampton, retired from a council admin job earning £24,800. And what happened to her pension payments this spring nearly broke her? Text overlay, Margaret, 67, Wolverhampton, former council administrator. See, every April the government announces new state pension rates. But what most pensioners don't realize is that the actual payment dates shift every single year, and in May 2026, the combination of bank holidays, weekend adjustments, and the new uprated amounts landing at different times has created genuine confusion. If your bills are set up around your old payment date and the money arrives 2 or even 5 days later than you expected, you bounce a direct debit. You get hit with fees. Your credit file takes a mark. And if you're on pension credit or housing benefit alongside your state pension, the knock-on effect is even worse, because those payments follow a completely different schedule. Text overlay, 1.4 million pensioners rely on pension credit top-ups, DWP 2025. Margaret's story shows exactly how this plays out in real life. But first, you need to understand what actually changed in the 2026 payment table, because it's not just dates. The amounts are different too. Margaret retired in March 2024. She reached state pension age at 66, having worked 35 qualifying years in local government. She was entitled to the full new state pension. In April 2025, that full new state pension was £230.25 a week. From April 2026, thanks to the triple lock, it rose to £239.40 a week. That's an extra £9.15 per week, roughly £476 more per year. Sounds great. But here's where Margaret's problem started. She'd been receiving her state pension every Wednesday for 2 years. She'd built her entire monthly budget around it: council tax on the 1st, energy direct debit on the 15th, food shop on Wednesdays after the pension cleared. Like clockwork. Then in late April 2026, her payment didn't arrive on Wednesday. It didn't arrive on Thursday either. What Margaret didn't know was that the early May bank holiday on Monday the 4th of May 2026 pushed DWP processing forward. Payments that would normally clear on Wednesday the 6th were actually sent on Friday the 1st of May, before the bank holiday weekend. But Margaret's bank took an extra working day to process the earlier payment. So the money hit her account on Saturday the 2nd, a day her direct debit for council tax had already attempted to collect on Friday morning. Text overlay, failed direct debit equals £10 to £15 bank charge plus missed payment flag on credit file. The council tax bounced. Her bank charged her £12. The council sent a reminder with a 7-day warning. And because she panicked and called the wrong number, she called HMRC instead of the DWP. She spent 45 minutes on hold before being told it wasn't their department. Now here's the part almost nobody talks about. Margaret was also receiving pension credit, the means-tested top-up for pensioners on lower incomes. And pension credit follows a completely different payment cycle from state pension. Her pension credit arrived fortnightly on a Monday. The bank holiday moved that too. So in 1 week, Margaret had 2 shifted payments, 1 bounced direct debit, a bank charge, and a threatening letter from the council. All because she didn't check the updated payment table. Margaret is a fictional composite based on real UK cases. This is information, not financial advice. But her situation plays out thousands of times every year. The Citizens Advice Bureau reported over 42,000 inquiries about state pension payment timing in 2024 alone. And the fix? It takes about 4 minutes. Here's exactly what Margaret should have done, and what you need to do right now if you're a UK pensioner or you've got parents who are. Number 1. Check your exact payment day on gov.uk, and not Google, not Facebook, not your neighbor. Your state pension payment day depends on the last 2 digits of your national insurance number. This hasn't changed since the system was set up. But what does change every year is when bank holidays shift those dates forward. Margaret's NI number ended in 43, so she was a Wednesday. If she'd checked the gov.uk page titled DWP payment date changes for bank holidays, she'd have seen the May adjustment listed weeks in advance. Go to gov.uk right now, search DWP bank holiday payment dates, and bookmark that page. They update it before every bank holiday cluster. Text overlay, gov.uk/DWP-bank-holiday-payment-dates. But knowing your payment day only solves half the problem. Here's what catches people out even when they know the dates. Number 2, understand the difference between payment sent and payment cleared. DWP sends payments through BACS, the UK's bank-to-bank transfer system. BACS takes 3 working days to process. When DWP says they're paying early before a bank holiday, they mean they're submitting the BACS instruction early. Your bank still needs to process it. Some banks, particularly building societies and newer app-based banks, clear BACS faster through the faster payments overlay. But the big 4 high street banks often stick to standard processing. If you're with Barclays, HSBC, Lloyds, or NatWest, assume the money arrives 1 working day after DWP says it's sent. This is exactly what burned Margaret. She assumed paid early on Friday meant in my account Friday. It actually meant in my account Saturday, after her Friday morning direct debit had already failed. Which leads directly to number 3, and this is the one that could save you hundreds of pounds a year. Number 3, move your direct debit dates away from your pension payment day. Most energy companies, council tax offices, and insurance providers let you choose your direct debit date. If your pension arrives on a Wednesday, don't have direct debits going out on Wednesday or Thursday. Push them to the following week. Text overlay, call your council, most let you choose from 4 different payment dates per month. Margaret had her council tax set to the first available date each month. 1 phone call, 5 minutes, and she could have moved it to the 10th. That single change would have prevented the bounced payment, the bank charge, and the stress. Number 4, check whether you're actually getting the right amount. From April 2026, the full new state pension is £239.40 per week, that's £12,471 per year. The full basic state pension, for those who reached state pension age before the 6th of April, 2016, is £184.42 per week, £9,590 per year. But here's an insight most content about this topic completely misses. Not everyone gets the full amount, and many people don't realize they're getting less than they should. If you were contracted out of the additional state pension at any point, which was extremely common in public sector jobs and company pension schemes before 2016, your new state pension is reduced by a contracted out pension equivalent. This deduction is baked into your payment and most people never question it. Margaret's council job had contracted her out for 11 years. Her state pension was actually £205.20 per week, not £239.40. She never queried this because she assumed the DWP calculation was right. It was right, technically. But what Margaret didn't check was whether her occupational pension from the council was actually paying the contracted out portion it was supposed to. Some older local government pension schemes have administrative errors going back years. The Local Government Pension Scheme, LGPS, handles over 6.7 million member accounts. Mistakes happen. Number 5, if you're on a low income, check pension credit, especially the new thresholds. From April 2026, the Pension Credit Guarantee credit tops your income up to £218.15 per week if you're single, or £332.95 if you're a couple. Text overlay, Pension Credit Guarantee 2026, £218.15 per week single, £332.95 per week couple. And pension credit isn't just a cash top-up. It's a gateway benefit. Once you're on it, you automatically qualify for a free TV license if you're 75 or over, help with NHS dental and optical costs, the warm home discount of £150 off your electricity, and potentially full council tax reduction. The DWP estimates around 880,000 eligible pensioners are not claiming pension credit right now. That's roughly £2.1 billion left on the table every year. Text overlay, 880,000 pensioners not claiming, DWP 2025 estimate. Margaret started claiming pension credit after her payment scare prompted her to actually look at her finances properly. It added £12.95 a week to her income, £673 a year, plus the warm home discount and free dental checkups. If she'd not claimed for the entire length of her retirement, say 20 years, that's over £13,000 in pension credit alone, plus thousands more in passport benefits. That's where the £67,000 figure at the start of this video comes from. Pension credit plus passport benefits plus compound effect of not going into debt from bounce payments over a 20-year retirement. So let's put real numbers on Margaret's situation. Before she took action, Margaret received £205.20 per week in state pension, £10,670 per year. She was paying council tax of £1,480 per year, full dental costs, and full-price energy with no warm home discount. After checking the payment table, moving her direct debit dates, querying her contracted-out deduction with LGPS, and applying for pension credit, her position changed dramatically. Her pension credit of £12.95 per week added £673. Her council tax reduction saved £1,110. The warm home discount saved £150. Free NHS dental saved roughly £120 per year, 2 checkups and a filling. Text overlay, total annual improvement, £2,053. That's £2,053 per year that Margaret was leaving on the table. Over a 20-year retirement, even without any further uprating, that's £41,060. Factor in annual triple lock increases averaging 4% and the real figure pushes well past £60,000. And it all started because one bounce direct debit in May forced her to actually look at her pension properly. Margaret now receives every payment on time, has a £673 annual pension credit top-up, pays almost no council tax, and has a 12-month budget plan pinned to her fridge that accounts for every bank holiday shift. And you can do the same. Here's exactly how. 1 action, right now, today. Go to gov.uk and search Check Your State Pension Forecast. Log in with your Government Gateway ID. Look at your projected weekly amount. Then search Pension Credit Calculator on the same site and run your numbers. It takes for minutes and it could be worth thousands. Text_overlay, gov.uk check your state pension credit calculator. If you've got a parent or grandparent receiving state pension, send them this video, or better yet, sit with them and check it together. Most of the 880,000 people not claiming pension credit aren't online. They need someone to help. If you want to understand exactly how the triple lock works and why your state pension amount changes every April, I made a full breakdown. It's the video on screen now. It covers the exact formula the government uses, and whether the triple lock is actually safe going forward. Margaret is a fictional composite based on real UK cases. This video is for information only, not financial advice. Always speak to a qualified UK financial advisor before making decisions.